Hello, I'm Scott.
I'm Caitlin.
And we're Dish Upon a Bar, and we're back at Universal. Today is Wednesday, August 7th. We are 3 weeks away from Horror Nights team member preview. So we're gonna check out the park. The props and booths are coming fast and furious. So we're gonna head inside and see what's new. Hey Caitlin, guess what?
What?
Stay puff butt. All right, as you enter the park, this is the first new thing since we've been here last. This is the truss they've been putting up for the last couple of years. Over here will be like a neon Horror Nights logo. I'll put a picture of it in here. This is Duality of Fear, so the pseudo icons this year, Surreal and Sinister, they will most likely do a show up here because you see this structure is stairs. It's just covered now, so they'll walk up the stairs, and if weather permitting, they'll do a little show up here. And the whole idea with this scare zone is it lets you split off into one of two directions, and each of the icons has one scare zone. So if you head immediately right, you'll go down to Demon Queens in the Hollywood section of the park, and that is Surreal's scare zone. And if you head forward past Minion Land and in the New York section of the park, that's going to be Sinister's scare zone, and that's going to be Torture Fair. We'll get down to that in a minute, but we are going to head right because the parade is down that way, if you can hear it. And we're gonna head right, going to Demon Queens. All right, back in Hollywood. It doesn't look like there's much in ways of new props, and I don't think there's gonna be many permanent props just because of the parade route. You can kind of see the parade happening over there. We only have like lighting structures, and it looks like just speakers attached to it with giant wires. But we can't go that way because of the parade. So there is a couple of pieces of creature merch that got released since we've been here. So let's go check that out in Five and Dime. All right, the first new piece of merch is this blue creature from the Black Lagoon shirt. It says Strange Legends in the Amazon on the bottom. I really like this artwork here.
It's pretty thin too.
It's very thin, so it's breathable in the summer, and that is $30. This is the coolest piece, I think. It is the same artwork, but oh no, it's not the same artwork.
No.
The Legend of the River. And this is what, a 16-ounce water bottle?
Doesn't say.
Probably.
But it does say that it's $27. It's for this creature's 70th anniversary.
Oh. They didn't really advertise that. We got another new piece of merch. They love their candles. The creature from the Black Lagoon candle. What does that smell like?
Grass.
This smells like the beginning scene of the Poltergeist house.
Mm-hmm.
The dirt from the pool entrance. I don't know if anybody went to 2018 Horror Nights, but it smells like...
You left the bodies because you only moved the headstones. You only moved the headstones.
Yeah, it's...
Why?
It smells like dirt.
Yeah.
But like in a good way.
And yeah, I can't stop smelling it.
Yeah. It smells like the elephant scene in Soarin'.
Yeah, dirt.
That's my dad. The parade got canceled because the Jurassic Park float got stuck in the street. All right, we took a short parade break, and now we're in the zone that probably has the most new in it. There's just a ton of theming. Like, look, there's just a whole boat. It's got some fishing rods and nets. This is also new. There's a life jacket. There's these barrels here. Some tackle boxes.
Ooh, box.
A box of treasure. A little mystery box. What's in the box? And then we can, before we head further down, we'll head across the street because there's more this way.
Yeah.
There's something interesting back here. There's these misters all along the fence. And they're like kind of zip tied, but they're pointing up. So I can't imagine that they're gonna spray out into the scare zone. So I think by the end, they'll cut these zip ties and they'll wind up spraying like a wall of mist down here. And then the fog will pump through the mist. And since the fog is wet, it'll be heavier. It'll kind of stick to the ground, and it'll create more of like a low crawling billowing smoke rather than like when normal fog puffs out and kind of dissipates into the air.
This is new too.
Yeah, these are all just new theming in this zone. This zone is so densely packed. It looks amazing.
Oh, they added some lily pads on the ground too. I didn't even see.
Yeah, they added lily pads. This looks way more like it'll look reflective and like the top of a swamp rather than just, you know, a mirror on the ground. There's just so much theming on the top. Oh, I missed something. Look at this guy. We have another station over here. It looks like a broken rocking chair. Some garbage cans. There's a lot of these mystery containers here.
Dyer D. Cunningham. Don't know if that means anything or it's just extra, you know, set pieces.
It's just like on there when they bought it. It's almost ready to move in. They really added a ton to this cabin in the sky.
Look, they have made a raft. If that's what you want to call it.
Just in case you need to escape the swamp, they made a
It's
raft.
almost like the raft from Castaway.
So up here, I don't know if you can see it, there's an alligator skull. There's a lantern in there. There's this weird little guy up here. I don't know what he did. He's like some kind of weird bat totem.
Or like a totem, yeah.
They added a screen door.
And some fabric behind it. I'm not gonna lie, this actually I may have changed my mind. This might be my most anticipated zone.
Yeah.
Just because I'm seeing it done.
This zone is always one of the best ones.
It's so pretty.
It's always like
a
top
plate.
one or two. I definitely agree with Caitlin said back there. This like shot up my anticipated list. Torture Fair, I think still might be my most anticipated. Just because it's like a Ren fair and that's super cool. But just seeing this, like I'm so curious to see what the monsters actually look like. Like the zombie mask that they showed in the concept art looked really gross. So I'm excited.
They're kind of like getting like
they're all like
sickly
bubbly
and like just being in the water and the humidity.
Yeah, like
bugs.
bloated. Yeah, there's got to be a big bloated one from being just like in the swamp.
It's me after 5 pumpkin beers.
But the masks and costumes in that zone consistently year after year are always top notch. So I'm just really excited to see what those look like.
And the lighting, I think it's just because of the area being with so many trees. And it's just very confined. It creates a really like pretty set.
Yes,
so
it's
even
always
if it's
pretty.
gross creatures.
It's claustrophobic. You have the best opportunity to be scared in that zone.
Yeah.
Because it's just so claustrophobic and things can come at you from any angle and it's so compact. Like other zones you could kind of avoid getting scared if you wanted to. But that one, you can't go through that one and not at least got once.
And they have a lot of spots to hide in this one. There's a lot of set pieces in this one.
We're gonna head to the San Francisco Scare Zone next to check out Enter the Blumhouse, which was announced today. But
I had no idea.
I know it was a shock to all.
Big surprise.
But as we're passing through Springfield to turn to go to San Francisco, you know what we pass?
Men in Black.
Men in Black. If you've seen any of our other Universal videos, we keep track of who wins. I'm currently up 2-0. So today's the day, I think. Today's the day. Today's the day that I think Caitlin gets her win. I feel it. What about you? You confident? Everybody always asks me what I would do if I didn't win.
Time to suit up, y'all. And the last suit you will ever wear.
I guess we'll never know. Score one more for the big man. And I lied, we're not going to San Francisco just yet. There's one new piece of Horror Nights prop out, and it's the first food booth we passed. This beauty right here is based off of Goblin's Feast. And if the details in this booth are any indication what the inside of the house looks like, Goblin Feast shot up my anticipation list. Look at the Gothic lighting. And the medieval drawbridge where you order. All this for food. I started building the sets for Nightmare Fuel, Nocturnal Circus. This camera doesn't zoom all that well, but I did take pictures of it. I'm gonna put them in here. And now, on to enter the Blumhouse, the BH, Big Honker Zone. I posted a picture of it when it first went out on Twitter, and I said, boy, I can't wait for the Big Honker Zone, because there's just a big BH on one of the props, and like it got like 41,000 views and like 1,000 some odd likes and a bunch of reposts, and just because, like, you know, everybody wants to go viral, right? They want like a tweet to take off, and I've tried before, like we all have. The first one and only one that I've ever had was just like, haha, boobs. All right, I lied again. We forgot that there's Death Eater stuff out. So now we are in Diagon Alley, and we're gonna take a look at that. I always forget this stuff is back here. So we got the stage like last time. This is like a green lighting effect with fog underneath their feet. And the Death Eater, I think they come out here and they do like their show. Right next to Celestina's stage. This might not look like it, but this is props for the Death Eaters. There's this big crate, and I don't know if we can get in there.
I see the light inside.
Yeah, you can. You can see the big spotlights inside. Those will probably glow green. The Death Eaters will go do their thing out here. Drink the wine, eat the fruit. Back here in Nocturnal, I think we got more of those like hidden lighting boxes. This is definitely all for Death Eaters. This stuff isn't normally here. Because you can see do not climb sign, so you know this is temporary, and this will be for Death Eaters. Actually, as we go to enter San Francisco, this is usually the beginning of the Peacock Bar, and a little birdie told me that there's going to be an interactive Chucky back there. So they're going all out this year with the Peacock Bar. We got this big banner across the top for Enter the Blumhouse. And we got the first bit of props that came out. We cross the street and we get these installations here. This one's for the purge, because you get the purple flowers to let people know that you are actively purging.
I think that's blue.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to be purple. Maybe they're blue.
I thought
don't know.
I thought it was blue.
I haven't watched Purge in a while. So let's go with blue. And then there's the graffitied barrels. I think it says Purge somewhere on these.
There's a hand.
There is a hand. And on the other side, we got Freaky. So it took place in high school, obviously. So you get the lockers. Then you got the mascot, which is actually furry. So this thing, by the end of the haunt season, is going to be ripe.
What?
This thing, by the end of the haunt season, is going to be ripe. Because it's going to be soaked.
Who gets to wear it?
But in this zone, there are a bunch of different Blumhouse properties.
Yeah, I see.
I think from the artwork they released, it's Freaky, Black Phone, Purge, and Megan.
That sounds right.
Yeah. There could be more, but those are the ones from the artwork, which I think it can lend itself to a really cool zone. Everybody's kind of hating on this as like the budget cut zone. There's the Purge. I knew it wasn't crazy. There's like a Pac-Man ghost on it too. Pinky, I think his name
There's a little
is.
skull.
There's a 33. It says Hide on the top. I wonder what Blumhouse movie this could be for. If anyone knows, put it down in the comments. Just kidding. It's obviously Halloween.
Get a shot of the
might be
stats.
able to get a shot of. It peeks over the top here. Yeah, if you could see here, that's the smokestack for the facade of Major Suites. If you come over here, you can kind of see the truss work. It looks like you're going to walk in that way. And then you can see the tent for the actual haunted house right there. We came over to the best bartender in Universal, Murph, and we got the Chez Ruby Mule. Oh,
It's a Chez Ruby, and he gets a chop too.
this is a double shot of Deep Eddy's grapefruit. It's got simple syrup, fresh lime, and ginger beer. We're trying out the Chez Ruby. What's it like?
So refreshing. It's a ginger beer and grapefruit, like perfectly combined with lime juice. It's very, very fresh. It tastes really good, especially like on a hot day. This is a really good drink.
I can't drink on the weekdays, unfortunately, but I want one so bad, so bad. And now we come into New York, and we come up on the first prop we see coming from the San Francisco side. It looks like a booth. So this zone is called Torture Fair. This is the Sinister Icons zone. It's a Ren Fair that takes place in modern day. So it's like a 2024 Ren Fair. I think it's going to be like something took over a Ren Fair.
Oh, like something real.
Yeah, like it's a real Ren Fair that went
awry.
Now we come up on the big set piece of the Scare Zone. That's the big set piece of the Scare Zone every year, is over here.
It smells so good.
We have this Iron Maiden. So you can see Ye Old Torture Fair, and it says 2024 in the sun over there. This is going to be where the king and queen sit, and there's a grate here, which usually means there's some kind of blood splatter effect, like
Well,
water.
I would think fog.
Lighting or fog. We have our first signs of fog machines. And then if you come back around here, you can see the lighting.
Okay.
And then the stairs that the scare actors will use to get up there. And the king and queen will reign over the torture fair. I think we have
As we walked
Scare
up.
Zone lighting testing too. This is for, yeah, it kind of looks like medieval.
Rides when you put the thing down.
It almost looks like a Celtic.
It looks Celtic, yeah. This is definitely Horror Nights lighting testing.
Yeah, we just stumbled across it.
And then this is the thing my fat ass is most excited about. The Ghostbusters Frozen Empire food booths. This one is themed to a New York bodega. See the advertisements.
This is a really well done one.
It's super well themed. Now, since this is a New York bodega, if they don't have a bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup, why are we doing it?
And
Well,
the manager has to be a cat.
manager has to be a cat. You know, bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup for $3. You know, the works. You got to make it a bodega, otherwise why do it? We're from the tri-state.
Be
if you couldn't tell,
authentic.
you got to be authentic. You can't fool a New Yorker. I think this is the actual firehouse
Yeah.
because the menu is lined to look like the Ghost Trap Matrix in the basement of the firehouse.
Also, this is the firehouse.
Also, it's a firehouse.
This is just straight up the
But
firehouse.
also, it's just the firehouse. But look at the theming in this. This is crazy.
Wow. All the way down the sides, too. They're really tall, too.
Yeah, they look more permanent than they usually do. Make your way by the stage in the front of the park. We get an Insidious food booth with the scratches on the red door. The construction of these booths this year are insane.
This is actually carved
It's
in,
actually
too.
carved in, yeah.
It's not like a wallpaper. This is actually grooves.
You have the Insidious logo. And then on the other side, you wrap around. And it says, face your demons. I think the demons you face, if they have anything died, food-wise,
Like
you
black.
you face the demons the next day.
It's gonna be green.
It's gonna be green. We got more Torture Fair lighting testing going on.
On and off.
Yeah, we're kind of jumping around here.
Yep. They'll go back on. It's coming back. That's cool.
It's like a fence almost,
Mm-hmm.
or like a stained glass.
Yeah, it looks cathedral-y.
As we head out of the park, one last update. They have this truss work with these speakers that point out towards the crowd, and this is what will project the opening ceremonies. The opening ceremonies are a show that happens right before the event starts. It's most likely going to be the icon Sinister and Surreal performing up on that stage on the archway we saw in the beginning of the video. And there you have it. That was our trip out to Universal to check out Horror Nights. Ignore the sound of Olympic ping pong happening
On
behind us.
NBC.
Didn't know that was a thing. But can you believe we're 3 weeks away?
I know.
It's-
It kind of flew by.
It is creeping up on us fast. We'll probably do one more of these because I think there's some stuff that just isn't out yet. but probably closer to the event starting. So if you like theme park content, you like spooky content, you like food content, you like drink content, any of that, click the like button. It really helps the video get out there. Click subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss any more videos like this. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.